Hello everybody. So today I'm just going to talk about something that I got recently from Amazon, and it's a product used for washing your car. Now, up until recently I was one of the guys that just used a bucket with a car wash soap and a mitt, and I just would dip the mitt in the bucket and wash the car and then dip it back in the bucket. And I came across the 2-bucket method. Alright, I'm pretty far behind the times, but the 2-bucket method, which I really like. I like the idea of having one bucket of clean soapy water and another bucket for rinsing out the wash mitt. And that's really cool. I think that that's the proper way to wash your car, because it really gets all that stuff off the car and out of the mitt, so you're not scratching your finish. So one of the things that comes with the 2-bucket method, though, is your rinse bucket water gets very dirty very quickly. And the concern is, of course, where does that grit go? Is it just sit in the water? And so what I did is I found a product called Grit Guard, and they have a accompanying product called their washboard. So I got one of those. I ordered it from Amazon. It was actually on sale for I think $18, and so I'm going to talk about that today and show you kind of how it goes together. Alright, so there it is. This is the Grit Guard plus the washboard. So the Grit Guard is actually this portion here. I got it in blue because blue was the one that was on sale. The red one was like $2 more. I like the red one more in color, but they do the same job, and it's going to be under dirty water anytime using it anyway. The other thing you see here is the washboard. That's this bit that comes up at an angle here. Now when you order one of these, it's going to come as multiple pieces. So this is the Grit Guard itself. This is the washboard. So all the black plastic is the washboard, so it's a separate piece. I ordered it as all-in-one. I think I paid like $17 for it, so I think it's really nice. It's a very high-quality plastic, and I couldn't tell you PTFE or whatever it is, but it feels like it's a quality piece, and it fits together real simply. They don't really snap together, but they do push together and hold very well, and like it feels dense. It feels like a quality piece. It doesn't feel like it's gonna crack and fall apart right away. Like, yeah, no, I mean, it's nice. And what's great is they designed this to work with just regular old buckets. Now this is nothing special. It's a Home Depot bucket. I think it was about $4. When I was looking at buying one of these, I saw a lot of comments online that they weren't fitting into buckets. I'm not sure what buckets people were using, but I saw these at Home Depot, and the bottom of the bucket I think is about 10 3/4 inches across, give or take. That's the very bottom. Actually, it's less than that. At the very bottom it is less than that, but this thing doesn't fit all the way to the bottom. As you see, it fits nearly all the way to the bottom, but these are a couple inches, maybe 2.5 inches, so it sits up from the bottom. Well, let's see, let's get an angle, kind of like that. Alright, so on some of the reviews, some people are saying like the thing only went maybe like a quarter of the way into the bucket. That's not the case here. So here it is. Again, this is the cheap Home Depot bucket. I got the orange one. It was the cheapest one. They make black and white and I think a couple other colors as well. But as you can see, it comes up and just sets down in there. That's it. And you can actually see it fits really well to the edge here. There's no gap on that, and it sits nearly all the way down. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you very well, but it sits not right at the bottom, but maybe right to where the curve to the bottom begins. And it's down in there, and then it comes out. As long as you don't try to force it down in there, it comes right back out as well. So for those that don't know, this is kind of a neat product. When you're using the 2-bucket method, you have one bucket. This is just for an example. That would just be clean, soapy water. And you get your nice clean mitt and you get it in there and you begin washing your car. Right? But obviously you're going to get road grit and dirt and salts and everything else in there. So you go to your rinse bucket. Now before, like I said, I would just put fresh water in here and do like this and rinse it out. And very quickly the water would get very dark and big suds in there and things like that, because there's soap in the sponge. So what this does is, instead of just going like this, which you'll still do, you have this washboard now. And what I can do is I can take and kind of get down in there and really scrub those contaminants out. And then what's great about that is they are going to fall then through the grit guard and the washboard and get trapped down in the bottom. Now, just shaking that out before did get this mitt pretty clean, but what would happen is every time I did that and I agitated the water, all that grit would churn back up. And when it did that, it could get back in the mitt. So what's great about this grit guard, as I struggle to get my mitt off, is that as those contaminants come out of the mitt, they're going to fall down through the grate and get trapped down here. Now when you agitate, obviously the water's going to swirl, but these baffles, plus the grit guard itself, just this grate here, but the baffles in particular, will stop the swirling action in the bottom and really hold that stuff down there. So that's really cool. And that will stop those contaminants from re-agitating, coming up through the water and getting into your mitt. That should make this thing that much more cleaner. More clean. Cleaner. Whatever. So that's the grit guard. And it fits right down in there. Very simple. And that's it. Short and sweet. Grit guard looks like a good product. It wasn't really expensive. I think it's pretty cool how it works, and it's exactly the kind of product I was hoping to find for my use of washing cars around the house. So if you're looking for a neat solution, something to add to your tool chest of automotive accessories and cleaning supplies, check out the Grit Guard. You can get them on Amazon, and they're less than 20 bucks. So have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching.